Well, hey, it's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another quick chat. Today on the quick chat, we're going to talk about Martell Holt and Miss Melody Cherie. Okay, now it's really interesting, I must say, because at the top of July, we got a chance to see that the family was on a family vacation together. And I believe it took place somewhere down in Florida. Then after that, I believe they all were at the Essence Festival. Well, I guess the happy times did not last as long as we thought they were, because Melody ended up doing an interview with the Shade Room where she let everybody know that she is actually dealing with a custody battle with Martell. I am wondering how long this custody battle has taken place, considering the fact that they all looked like they were happy and everything was good, just about a month ago, and now here we are. So I want you guys to go ahead and check out what it is that Melody Holt had to say regarding this custody battle and her change of her last name. So go ahead and get into this.
I definitely understand, where they're coming from, and I understand how maybe they could see things that way. Me making the decision to change my last name had nothing to do with anyone, to be honest with you. Literally, I was the same way. That's why I can say I understand, because I remember people used to ask me, when are you going to change your last name? Are you going to change your last name? And my answer was no. I was married. My children's last name is Holt. So I'm going to keep that last name. And literally one day I was in my kitchen and I remember I was reaching up in my medicine cabinet to grab something and it dropped in my spirit, change your last name. That day I hit my management team and I was like, hey, I'm changing my last name. The next day I reached out to my attorney. How do I start the process to change my last name? Because one thing about me is when I feel something in my spirit, when God says go, on anything, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, let's go. That's all I need. When I feel that in my spirit, that's it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, what anybody else's opinion is. It doesn't matter. So I started moving on it. And like I said, because of the fact that I am being sued for custody, I can't do it. So
how do you feel about that? The custody suit that's going on right now?
It's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing week on, week off, or when I first left in 2020, sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. We've been doing an exchange for a long time. So it's very interesting is what I'll say.
What is it that he's seeking? Does he want full custody or he just wants joint custody?
We already have joint custody.
Yeah. Okay. So he's looking for full custody.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you guys just heard what Melody Holt had to say regarding this custody battle. And they had joint custody. She got the kids for 1 week. He got the kids for 1 week. And now it looks like Martell wants full custody of the kids. And she just finds that to be very interesting. And I do think this may be something that we're going to get a chance to see play out over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I wanted to come to you guys with a post and delete from Mr. Martell Holt, because he got onto social media and he deleted this within maybe a few seconds. Okay, this is what Martell had to say on his page. The first thing he says is good co-parenting isn't spreading lies on social media. He goes on to say, Melody, please leave me alone. You moved on. I moved on. Stop attempting to destroy me. We have 4 beautiful children together. Stop going live and doing interviews if you don't want to speak positive about the father of your 4 children. I have not spoken negatively or about you lately, even when asked about you. Melody, stop lying about court and custody and even the little childish Martell forgot to make the kids lunch. LOL. I told my kids they were eating at school in which lots of kids do. I'm 2-0 in court and she is 0-2. My attorney is 4-0 against her attorney. The courtroom isn't social media. Judges allow men to watch our children, and she said, I do what I want. Excuse me. So it looks like he may have cropped up some things here. But he also goes on to say, months later, Marcus's husband was left alone watching my children. Not saying they're bad people, just saying that's something Melody and I both were against initially. All I ask is that I have the first right of refusal if she is unable to keep the kids during her time with them. This is something most moms would want, a supportive dad who loves their kids and would rather keep them than sending them to multiple people when the mom is too busy. We get the kids on every other week. We know that some things We know that sometimes things may happen or may come up when we have our kids, and that's okay. My issue is the excessiveness of different people watching our children. Stop saying that I'm not acting like, I guess, a good parent. So he goes on to say unconditionally. It looks like some of these things are like chopped up and not in order. He says, I'm also suing Melody for falsely accusing me of abusing my son/kids. She stated that I hit my son 25 times and hit him on the head and made him bleed. She didn't contact me to ask what really happened. She contacted her attorney and they took my kids away from me. I won in court because she lied. How sad is this? Now I'm suing because when she made those accusations, she kept my children away from me for 56 days. This was the reason I wasn't filming with her starting in January. Not about to run another storyline on me. She made me miss my baby girls, Mariah and Malia's birthdays. Mariah used to cry to stay with me before those 56 days. Afterwards, she's cried twice before she missed her mom. He also goes on to say, like, I love that, and he get into some more details, but unfortunately he cropped it off. He also wanted to give us another special note. He says, if you guys knew the real Melody, you guys would unfollow and no longer be fans. Just like everybody that once was her friend are no longer her friend. God didn't tell you to go. He told everybody around you to. Oh, wow. Oh my. So I guess Melody ended up going live, calling Martell out for, not feeding the kids. So she had to go and make sure she fed the kids and took the kids to lunch and things. So some people actually got down in his comments. And let me tell you guys what those people had to say and what Martell's response to those people were. Someone tells Martell, I wish you had this type of energy in your marriage. I'm still hopeful for you getting your family back in one household. He goes on to say, you are kidding, right? Y'all sideline folks shaking my head. I had this energy since day one. Never slack. Ask someone who knows me/us. Then someone else goes on to say, please remember that as you are trying to alter their lives again by taking them away from their mother, you have changed their lives enough. He says, can you not read? Go ask her. Someone lets him know you missed packing their lunch though. He says, are you crazy? The ex is and you are too. How can I miss that? I told them to eat at school today. All right, so you guys just heard everything that Martell had to say, girl, about Melody, him addressing the fans, honey. This is getting messier and messier. I didn't think the Holts and their situation could get any more messier than what it already is, but clearly, indeed, it is continuing to do so. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that post and delete by Martell Holt. You guys go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your overall thoughts about everything. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.